Good day everyone, welcome to another video for Certified Math Majors channel. Now in this video, I am going to teach you a trick on how to solve age problems without the usual algebraic processes that is usually employed in order to solve for the ages of the person involved in the problem. Now, this video basically shows how to solve age problems by just using the ratio of the conditions given in the problem. But before we proceed, let me just emphasize that this trick only works if two conditions are met. Now, the first condition is when the statements involves multiplication statements, like for example, like twice as old, or four times as old, or three times as old, or half as old, anything like that. As long as it is, or the problem all contains everything that is a multiplication statement, then the trick can be used. Another condition that needs to be satisfied by the problem is that it has reference to present and future ages. So the trick actually don't work if there is a reference to past age. So only present and future ages will be suited. So let's try to apply the trick and the conditions in these problems. So number one, a father is four times as old as his son. Now in 20 years, the father will be twice as old as his son. Now the question is, we're going to find their ages. Now, before we solve the problem, let's try to see if the conditions in using the shortcut trick that we're about to learn is applicable. So first condition, the statements have to be multiplication statements. So you have four times as old, that's multiplication statement, and you have twice as old, so that's also a multiplication statement. So the first condition is met. Second condition, the age has to refer to present and future. So present, obviously, this one, and you have in 20 years, so that indicates future age, so the second condition is also met. So since the two conditions are met, then we can use the shortcut trick in solving this one. So the shortcut trick involves three. So you have, first one is the x. So the x will be the number of future years. So in this problem, you have in 20 years, so the number of future years is x. Next, you have the m, which is the future condition. Now in this problem, you have twice as old. This is now your condition in the future, or future condition. So this is what happens to the age in the future, so that becomes m. Next, lastly, we have n. So the n is the present condition. So you have the present condition. Okay, so next is we're going to choose which age are we going to solve first. Is it the father or the son? Now, in order for us to determine which person's age are we going to solve first, we need to see which person has clue for his or her age. So if you notice, the father is four times as old as his son. That means whatever is the age of the son, multiply it by 4, that becomes the father's age. So you can find the age of the father by finding first for the age of the son, because you simply have to multiply the son's age by 4 in order to get the father's age. So in this case, we have a clue for the father's age, but none for the son's age. So we are going to solve for the son's age. So son's age, we now have, you just substitute, you have x times m minus 1 over n minus m. So this becomes x, which is 20, times m is, you have twice as old, so 2, and then minus 1 over n. N is the present condition, so present condition is 4 times as old, so this is your n. So n is 4 minus your m is 2. Now this simplifies to, you have 20, right? So 20 times 1 over 2, so this gives you 10. So that means the son's age is 10. And then you can now solve for the age of the father, since the father is 4 times the age of the son. Age of the son is 10, so therefore father's age is 40. So father here is 40, and then the son is 10 years old. So we check using the problem. Father is 4 times as old as his son. Son is 10. 40 is 4 times 10. The first condition in the problem is satisfied. Our first statement of the problem is satisfied. In 20 years, that means you add 20 to both ages. 20 plus 10 is 30. 20 plus 40 is 60. The father will be twice as old as the son. So in 20 years, 40 becomes 60 because you add 20. 10 becomes 30 because you add 20. So the father will be twice as old as the son. 60 is twice as 30. So therefore, we can say that our answer is correct. Next, next example, a person's present age is 2/5 the age of his mother. After 8 years, he will be 1/2 of the age of his mother. Find their present ages. So let's look for the conditions. So after 8 years, so again, when you talk of x, that is the number of years in the future. So number of years in the future is 8. Next, present, the past condition is 1/2. So m will be 1/2. And then n, which is the present condition, that's 2/5. So this will be 2/5 right here. So next, we choose which age are we going to solve first. Is it for the person or for the mother? Now, let's look for a person whose age have clues. Now, person's present age is 2/5 the age of his mother. That means whatever is the age of the mother, multiply it by 2/5, you get the person's present age. So that means when we have the age of the mother, we can definitely get the age of the person. So we don't have a clue for the mother's age. That's why we're going to solve for the mother's age first. So for the mother's age, we have for the age of the mother, you have x, which is 8, and then m minus 1, okay, over n minus m. So this will give you 8, then m is 1/2 minus 1. So this is going to be 1/2 minus 1 over n, that is 2/5 minus 1/2. So this simplifies to, let's put it here, 8 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2, and then you have 2/5 minus 1/2. This gives you negative 1/10. You can use the shortcut for operations and fractions that we had in our previous video, so that will give you negative 1/10. So this gives you 8 times 1/2 is negative 4, and then this becomes negative 10, because when you divide fractions, when you multiply, you cancel this one first, and after that reciprocal, that gives you negative 10. So x is 40, so therefore mother's age is 40. Now for the son's age, so age of the mother, we now have 40. Now for the age of the son, since for the age of the person's age is 2/5 of the mother, 2/5 times 40, so that would be, cancel this one out, you've got 8, so that is 8, this one here, 8 times 2, that's 16, that is the person's present age, gives you 16. So this is how the trick works. Now for minus signs, we allowed negative here because both the numerator and the denominator is negative, and we divide it, that will produce positive. But in case only one of this here yields a negative answer, you can simply invert the values of m and n, or you can have 1 minus m if you want to produce a positive answer. So doesn't matter. In this case, we did not bother to reverse, because anyway, a negative numerator and a negative denominator will give you always a positive answer. But if the answer produces a negative answer, you simply interchange the numbers in the formula, so that it will produce positive, and you will still get the same answer. So that's it for this video, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to be updated into the for the next succeeding videos. So thank you so much for watching, and enjoy learning.